You said you'd like me to get your nose hairs and ear hairs? Is that what you said?
That camera is that good.
Little.
That all 3 of my nose hairs and 4 of these.
I can zoom in real tight if you want.
No thanks.
Okay.
No thanks.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy. My wife called yesterday and ordered a banana for me. It's sitting there. Not only one, but I think we have 2.
One for you, one for me.
One for you? All right. The
I
tax
have-
overload coming up.
I have more bananas if you need more bananas.
Cool. Anyway, we are gonna wrap this baby up soon. We have bumpers to do today. Wanna take a look?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So, we got out the rear bumper to get started here, which is full of all kinds of critter nests and things. Actually, it's not. It's just debris.
Debris, as we say in southern Sweden.
Yep, something like that. So we're going to get these guys off. We were planning on sandblasting them, but they're quite literally 1 inch too big to fit inside our sandblasting cabinet. But then I came and looked at them, and they're actually not in that bad a shape at all. So I thought they were all rusted out, but they're not. So we're just going to wire brush these, I think, and they'll be good to go. And then we're going to strip the paint off these guys. I got some of those little pumice stripper disc kind of things, and some other little tools and tips of the tricks of the trade, whatever. And as we mentioned in a prior video, I think, we're trying to decide if we want to leave these aluminum or paint them body color. And so what we think we're going to do is strip them down to aluminum, and then we can put them up against the car and see what we think.
Aluminium, son.
Aluminium, yes, that's right. Yeah. Sound like a plan?
Let's do it.
And for anybody paying attention here, obviously from the factory these came anodized. So once we're done stripping these, obviously they won't be anodized anymore. Anybody know a good way to protect the finish on this? Because I don't want raw aluminum where we have to polish it like every week. I know Cerakote makes a clear coat that you can put on top of bare metal, and they make an aluminum one as well. If anybody else has any ideas of how to protect that, should we decide to go that way, because I don't see how you can use just like plain clear coat on it, because there's no, you'd have to have a cut in there, right? So you'd have to have it sanded, and then that wouldn't look right. Anyway, discuss amongst yourselves while we strip.
Kids will come in and just keep piling stuff, all the crap like that, right? You get about, pile like halfway up that tree at least 50 feet.
And back.
Anything in the truck camera lately?
No, I actually have to set it back up.
That is weird.
I took the card out of the trail cam and went through everything.
Right.
There was nothing in there other than deer and foxes and birds, squirrels.
No big guys.
No big guys, so
Sweetness of it.
oh, we're gonna make more of a mess.
I know, just you don't want to step on the branches here.
So we're not sure if the ratchet will be able to get these guys off. We have the big Impact 2, but it doesn't have an air fitting on it, so we're gonna try this one, see if this works. If it does, then we're good. That's not a 3/4. Better.
Broom is about as old as me.
Nope.
Won't do it?
Nope. So I was thinking about it the other day that These two bumpers have been sitting there untouched since 2013 when I got the car. It's like one of the first things I did was take the bumpers off, stick them on the side of the house.
Right.
Like every other part of the car we've touched.
Right.
These have been completely untouched for 9 years.
One can tell.
Yeah. So I just bought myself some new gear wrench ratchets. See if we can crack these loose.
Good luck. Well, worked there.
Yep. Oof.
Good.
Now I could use the impact on these, but I don't want to because I don't want to break something here. If I can get it, if I can crack it loose. Okay. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Very good leverage on that. Excuse me. Let's see if we can get that off now. Nope. Okay. All right, so we got all the nuts and bolts off this, but this thing won't come out. It's wedged in there pretty good. So I want to take the next bracket out here. There's a bolt here.
Mm-hmm.
That comes through to this side and just has a big flathead on it, which is spinning.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the vice grips. You take the ratchet here and see if you can, between the two of us, we can make this work.
Okay.
That guy right there. All right, go for it. Wait. Okay, gentle. Gentle, I think. I can't really get a good grip on this.
Good.
Yeah. Nope.
It moves, huh?
Bigger vice grips. Channel locks here seem to do the trick. Okay. Looking everywhere, we can't find our WD-40. Quite sure how that's supposed to work. It's not,
No,
doesn't have anything that would lock it in place. Strange. Okay, we got one more down there, which is probably the same story. So this looks like it's got another one of these holding it in place. It's right where that thing is. So I can't see it. I don't know how we're going to get that one out without a...
the wrong thing again?
I don't know. Probably.
Look at that one, is that right?
Is that
That's the nut on this side.
okay, that's a 5/8. That's the wrench right there.
That's that?
Yep. Yes, no, wrong size.
Yeah.
What is that?
5/8.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's the other one.
Okay.
Oh boy. Spun there. It's just rounding over. Maybe you can try and turn it. rules too. Easy close down.
Levers there.
No.
Can you get one on this guy? The big bar?
Swivel might help. Little angle on it. I think I can quite get on it flush. So. Ready?
Yeah.
It's just not sitting on the. I don't think that's going to be any better. It's going to be worse. That one's not going to come off.
I think we can get this bar up on this side maybe. Should I get Tavares swaka number 2?
Yeah, we'll see. So we just took this guy and just hit a little bit with the brass wire wheel, and paint comes right off, at least on the underside of this, as you can see. So that comes off nice. Our sandblaster is crap. The cabinet we have doesn't work worth a darn. So we're taking the small brackets and hitting them with this too, and it works. As Pops and I were saying, it smells like you're standing in a cow pasture or something, because those things have been sitting in the dirt for 7 years, so they're full of Lord knows what kind of pee and poop from every animal under the sun out here. So they smell awful.
Added about 10 acres to your property.
Jeez. Smell bad.
Where are the cows?
So Pops wants to strip this thing down today, so that at least we can feel like we got something done here.
Yes.
So we can do that.
And also what is it going to look like? You know, can we go with that look, or do we have to paint over it?
Okay, so I'm going to cut you off. It's just going to be a bunch of this. All right, so the back side of this was a false sense of ease. That didn't really have any kind of primer or anything on it. I think it just came right off. Under the strip here comes off pretty easily, but down here where it actually has the paint is a nightmare. I'll show you the difference in these two, just how long this is taking here. So this part, no problem. Much more of a problem. And as you can see here, we saw this a little bit on the back, but definitely much more so in the front. The different colors of the metal, I imagine, is where the anodizing is coming off. Not quite sure, so try and find a way to get all that nice and smooth when we're done is going to be a little tricky. I don't know how far we'll get today, but if we don't get to that, if any of you guys have ideas of how to get all this nice and smooth when we're done, let me know. All right, that is where we ended up today. Got it mostly stripped down. As you can see, it's got a lot of the alternate colors to it, shall we say. And then at the end there, we got out a couple of different things to try and polish it up and see how nice it comes out. One of the tools I had did a bit of a number on the bumper here. Don't know which one. So this has got a little bit of gouging in it we got to clean up. So if we paint it, no big deal, just put some filler on it, we're done. But if we're going to leave it metal, then we got to get all this cleaned up. And before anybody says go get it chromed, there is no place in Northern California to get a good chrome job that I can find. So that's out. That's what I wanted to do, but I can't find any place that'll do it. So we just laid it up against the back of the car just to get a sense, and I think both of us think the chrome would look good. Because, you know, it matches the trim pieces back here. Pops was originally thinking I was talking about painting the bumper black. but I was thinking of painting it red. So after all of that, what are your thought process?
Well, there are 4 choices. Take the anodized aluminum, buff it down, polish it, give it some kind of coating,
Yep.
or we can paint it red. I would say since that's black, you could do the red in the back and black in the front. Now, I don't know, some connoisseur would call, oh, come on. It's like
Yeah.
a hybrid, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
1952 Triumph, maybe. It's just because, you know, you already got the beautiful black here. I think.
Sorry, Chef Tush.
Huh?
Chef Tush is the resident Triumph fan, so he's not going to like that comment.
I saw a beautiful one that Danny Green posted this morning. Just
Yeah.
a gorgeous green Triumph.
Okay, back to the bumper. You said
Yeah,
4 options. I've
Me,
heard.
I would put red hair and black in the front.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I'm your dad. I'm leaving.
Now, the other thing that I pointed out is if we're going to paint them, again,
Right.
now it's going to be weeks of body work on those things to get all the little
I'm
nicks.
used to
And
that. I can handle that.
you can handle that. Huh?
Yeah.
So you vote for paint, but 2 different colors.
I'll still vote for chrome, which you can't do, but that's my first choice.
Well, I'm saying if we polish the aluminum and get it painted, I think in the Cerakote stuff, it'll basically look like chrome.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be pretty dang shiny. This is, I think that trim is aluminum,
It is.
and that's pretty shiny. This is certainly aluminum. Actually, that's plastic. Actually, I don't know what this is. That's plastic, I think. But
A lot of choices. We'll do what's
Aluminum.
best for the car.
aluminum certainly can be polished up and look very nice.
Yeah.
Not quite chrome, but pretty close.
Right.
So then the other option is paint them black or paint them red. Both of them.
Of course, also what's happening, if you notice, all trucks are not gigantic chrome like in the 60s and 70s, right? So that phase is going this way again. So it's not that popular to be chroming anymore.
But I'm not going gigantic chrome. Just
No, but I'm just saying, you know, 10 years ago, you couldn't find a chrome bumper even on the Ford pickup.
it's true.
Now everybody has it. So instead of candy apple red, if you had done that 2 years ago, everybody has it. It's not vogue.
That's a good point. Well, we'll throw it out there for the fans and see
Yeah.
what they have to say about it.
I'm sure they give you good feedback.
Yep. Maybe
Go with Lars, chrome.
maybe
Send it to
some,
Seattle. Get a chrome. Hurry up.
some options that we haven't heard of. Yeah, so anyway, I did a bunch of research on chrome places around here, and California in general, chroming is just nigh impossible to find because it's so toxic. So Northern California, forget about it. There's a couple of places I found, but the reviews are just very mixed. So all the good chroming places are in Southern California where the hot rod scene is. But that would mean driving down to Southern California or shipping those things, which would be a fortune. Twice,
Yeah.
right?
Good old
So,
California regulations again, ruin you.
yeah, so I don't think we're going
I'm
to
sure
do that.
the 100 cars chrome the bumper is going to destroy an environment, right?
Yep. All right, well,
All right.
so
was
that
good.
was
Took forever, but
was
we got a taste of what we got to do.
4 hours to get one bumper done, and the other bumper's worse, so it's going to take
Yeah.
even longer.
And we got a couple of small parts that we can't sandblast next week.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right. Thank you for your lack of help today.
It hurts.
Dad didn't have a mask, couldn't find a mask, so he didn't want to get in there and get into the gross stuff, which I don't.
Tell me my double paranja here, huh?
Enough about your eyes.
Okay.
But yeah, he kept joking about getting hantavirus or something from kicking up all the dust off those bumpers, which, I put on my respirator. He didn't have one, so that's why he didn't do any work today, really. Well, no, you did. You helped me ramble.
All right.